Hey everybody. I'll tell you what, for it being the sewing circle, I don't think with all the people that have made responses, we have not used the code word yet of chime in. I mean, maybe we did. Like, so heard something. So I'm gonna chime in. When I took this therapy last year and through the end of the year prior, it was DBT, didactic based therapy, and they started this session each time with a mindfulness exercise, and they would actually do like they had this bell that was a bowl with what appeared to be Hindu writing on it, and they'd hit it with the thing. The other thing they used that chime for was whenever somebody violated a rule of the group, such as judging or using what they referred to as a trigger behavior or target behavior. That's what it was, target behavior. So like mentioning things such as self-harm, suicide, that kind of shit. That's target behavior. And judging would be like, and I was such an asshole. Judging. So I woke up yesterday and Backwoods had put a video up about his experience at the congregation, and man, I have and just like at least an hour and a half's worth of content in response to it, all of it really good, which is something wonderful. I'm really encouraged to see, and to me it witnesses and it shows to me the way that God truly works in God's own time, such as there's always an answer to prayer, yes, no, and wait. That's always the answer. And in so many cases, and I'm talking about Shape here. The case was wait. When I was part of the Silverbug community back in the day, if memory serves me right, and I might be totally mistaken, and please Shape correct me if I'm wrong, but Shape was quite, I would say, very, very agnostic leaning, if not atheistic, and to see the way that God moves is just really wonderful, and it shows how things are moved into place, and no matter what happens, God can find a way to use it for good. So these woke churches, I think, Shafe, you did a very good job of pointing out that, that a church could be a very good place for people of that lifestyle, so to speak, or the people who are feeling that way or identifying that way. It's no sooner do you put a flag out in front of the church that says sinners welcome. Is it convicting that having those feelings or that lifestyle is a sin? Well, here's the thing. The Bible says even our prayers, as righteous as they seem, are but filthy rags compared to the glory of God, right? So there you go. And I always hearken back, and it was a point that I was having difficulty making before when we were talking about the LGBTQ plus community, was what Jesus said about removing the plank from your eye so that you can better remove the sliver from your brother's eye. I take away that point of, I don't, not to use a woke term, but the whole check your privilege, like, look at yourself so that you may better help others. And I feel like God is really moving and doing that. And I see it. It's scary because so much of that stuff is truly coming to a head. So you take a church that has a female priest who's marrying people of the same sex in a holy union. I don't know what that means or where that meaning is. The issue with certain sins is how fortified it can be. You know, say, just for the sake of argument, say that Shafe and I are in a relationship because I like white guys, right? Let's just say, for the sake of argument, and we actually get married. We get a civil union. I think we go to Massachusetts or Hawaii, and we get married. Well, all of a sudden, one of us finds religion, and we go to church, but yet our relationship has been fortified in this civil union. I mean, does it complicate things? That's what rolls around in my head. You know, what does it all mean? But in the video responses, I see a lot of pushback on the woke culture. And it could be my cognitive dissonance against arguments against it. I don't feel like any type of insurgency, the argument against it being because I said so, I don't think is going to hold water in this case. You have to actually get in there, and you have to actually dig deep and get to the root cause, the root issue, and expose it to the light so that a counterpoint can be evaporated, or we can find the change that actually is the problem. Well, anyway, hope everybody's doing well, and that's 7 minutes of your life gone. Catch you on the next one.